Hello, thank you for checking out A1 Math, and today we're looking at solving a special system of linear equations by graphing. Okay, in a previous video, I showed you how to solve a system of linear equations by graphing and gave you 3 steps. The same steps are going to be applied here as far as solving a system of linear equations. The only difference is the results can change. So let's take a look at this first example. So remember, we want to make sure we have it in y equal mx plus b. That's our first step. And then the next step is to graph it. And then last step, see where it crosses. So looking at this first example here, we got y is equal to negative x minus 2. It's already in y equals mx plus b format. You can see that. It's already there. So all we have to do now is just go ahead and graph it. I'm going to go ahead and go down to negative 2. And my slope is negative 1. So that means I go down 1 and over 1. And since the blocks are in 2s, I can actually go down 2 and to the right 2. Because it still equals 1. So we can still make that just one block though. And you also go up 1 and back 1, up 1 and back 1. Alright, and then I draw my line. Alright, so that's the first one. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the second one here. That's going to be x plus y plus 2 is equal to 0. Completely not in the y equals mx plus b format. So I want to get this y by itself. In order to do that, I have to move the x and the 2 over to the other side. So that's what I'm going to do. And to do that, I got to do the opposite. So I'm going to subtract x and subtract 2 on both sides here. So it'll cancel out here, leaving just a y. And that's going to be equal to negative x minus 2. But look what happened here. This is the exact same equation as that one. So when I get ready to draw the line, it would overlap this one. So that's a special system of linear equations. And what does that mean? What's our solution? What's our answer? Well, since every single number that you would put in for x and y for one equation would be the exact same as the other equation, the two lines are going to coincide, and the amount of solutions is infinite. So that's a special case. When your lines overlap like that, it's an infinite many solutions. Okay, let's take a look at another special case. Alright, so on this one, we're going to follow the same steps. We want to get it in y equals mx plus b. Okay, and our first equation here is already in that format. So I'm going to go ahead and graph that one. So I'm going to start at negative 1, which is here, and rise 2 and go to the right 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. You also go down 2 to the left. 1, 2, 3. And that's my first line. Alright, so next we'll go ahead and work with this negative 2 over 3 x plus y equals 1. Okay, so we want to get the y by itself. In order to do that, what we have to do is add 2 over 3x on both sides. And bring down the y here. Put my little x term in front. Bring down a positive 1. So this almost looks like this one. It's only one difference. You've got a positive 1 instead of a negative 1. But the slopes are the same. So when we get ready to graph it, we'll start at positive 1, and then do the exact same slope. Go up 2 and over 3. Up 2 and over 3. Or go back 2, down 2, and to the left 3. And we get this line. Okay. And what happens there is your lines are never going to intersect. They're never going to cross. So since they're never going to cross, they're never going to have a solution. So there's no solutions for this. And what that means is that your lines are parallel. They're not going to touch. So to recap, if your lines have the same slope but different y-intercept, there's no solution. And if your lines are exactly the same, then it's an infinite amount of solutions. So those are 2 special cases that you deal with as far as solving a system of linear equations. I want to thank you for checking out A1 Math, and have a nice day.